What's up, y'all? You know why I got this on? It's not because I'm gonna go running, because I'm having truck problems right now. I just posted that. So I figure I'll come back with my trucker's rant, being I got time. I gotta sit around and wait for somebody to come work on my truck. I got something on my mind I need to talk to you guys about. What happened to me last night at the truck stop? Well, remember what I told you guys about trying to always keep yourself in out of harm's way, and don't act a fool, and just behave yourself. Try to be a good individual, show peace and love to everybody. And I also said don't be no punk. Okay. Well, here I'm talking to most of the truck drivers. Seems like this is a need-to-know situation. If you're new in truck driving, what you can't do is hold a parking spot for somebody. That doesn't work well. Why it doesn't work well? Because of guys like me. I'm gonna tell you the situation. Now, I've been driving for a good while now, since 2009. And what happened last night was very rare. I've never seen it happen before. I heard about it, but it happened last night. Now, here it is going on, what, 8, maybe 8:30, somewhere between 8:30 and 9. And us truck drivers, we got to find a parking spot, a safe haven. And my truck was acting up last night. And I've been having all kind of issues with it. Kept cutting off on me, going into D-rate and shutting off, and I had to muscle the vehicle over on the shoulder a couple times to get to this particular safe haven. Now I'm in Connecticut, and as you know, on 95 in Connecticut, it gets pretty busy, pretty hectic out there at rush hour. This was right after rush hour, actually. But at that time of night, it's hard to find a parking spot. So it was raining, and it's been raining all day yesterday, and it was raining last night when I got to the pilot. So I roll in. I see other drivers going past the guy that's standing in a parking spot. Most of the parking spots are full, almost all of them actually. But this one guy is standing there in the rain, and I pull up to him. I said, "What's going on, bro?" Black guy. And he said, "Ain't nothing, man. I'm holding a spot for somebody." I said, "What? You holding a spot? Where they do that at?" He said, "Well, this guy asked me to hold a spot for him while he went and got fuel." Really? I said, "You working with that guy?" I said, "Nah, I don't even know him." I said, "Did he pay you?" I said, "No, he ain't paid me. I just, figured I'd help him out." I said, "Help him out?" And he says, "Well, yeah, man, I told that guy, man." Now, it's him telling me. "I told that guy I wasn't going to get in no trouble, getting no scrap with no truck driver over no parking spot." I said, "Yeah, you right about that, man. It's about that time of night. It's hard to find a parking spot, bro. And this man didn't drop his trailer in that spot first, unhooked, and then went and get the fuel. Now that way, it wouldn't be no arguments, it wouldn't be no fight over no parking spot. But it's fair game. Man didn't pay you to hold that spot in the rain. The way I see it, it's fair game." Now I rolled up, dude wasn't there, he wasn't trying to back in, he was at the fuel pump. And why would you do that when you gotta sit there all night anyway? You could have sat there all night in that parking spot and got your fuel in the morning. But no, you asked this guy, this brother, this American brother, now, to hold a parking spot for you. Well, come to find out, I told the guy, I said, "Look, man, I said, I don't mean no harm or nothing. I ain't trying to be no tough guy, whatever. Ain't no spots out here, man. And this spot right here is fair game if man didn't pay you. If he didn't pay you, I think even if he did pay him, I told him, look, you get your money back, bro, because I'm getting this spot. So I proceeded to go ahead and back in. The brother ain't want no trouble. I understand the situation, trying to help somebody out, but you ain't gonna have me standing in no rain, holding no parking spot while you going to the fuel aisle, fueling up. You know how long that takes? Man, that's how come I rolled in there and got that spot. So, dude come back, I said, look, you know, I started back in and I said, and when I got in there, the guy who's holding the spot, he said, yo, man, he said, I don't want no trouble or nothing, but, you know, dude did ask me to hold the spot. I said, I understand that. You tell the dude to come see me, right? Because now the problem is with me now. All right. Get in the spot. I see an orange truck. He's not a Snyder. Look like he bought the truck from Snyder. It's a different type of truck company. So I see the guy getting out. He's walking my way. So I'm already backed in. I'm all tucked in nice, you know, and I rolled my window up when I seen him coming and opened my door, started to get out to greet the guy. He's all the way over to my truck now. And bald-headed fella, dark skin, had a beard, you know, kind of a husky fella. So I get out and he says, that's my parking spot. That's your parking spot, bro? I look at my truck, I said, look like my truck's in there. He goes, no, I told the brother to hold a spot for me. He's an African dude. I told him to hold a spot for me, holding the spot for me. I said, really? I said, well, we don't do that, man. You didn't pay the guy nothing to hold a spot for you, man. And you went to the fuel aisle? He said, you know it's not right, brother. It's not right. I said, no, it is right, you know, because it's hard to find parking spots out here, number one. And if it was me, I would have dropped my trailer in the parking spot and then went and got my fuel if I needed it that bad. I'm not going to tell somebody to hold my spot for me. You putting somebody else in a bad position, man. You know. So he said that's not right for you to do that, man. I said, no, it's not right for you to tell this guy to hold your spot for you in the freaking rain. That's what's not right, you know. And I believe in peace and love and everything, man, but right is right, you know. First come, first serve when it comes to these parking spots, bro. If I would have circled around that, if I was the first one in that lot, right, trying to get that one parking spot, and I wasn't facing the proper way, I needed to go around real quick, turn around and come back so I can do the proper backup, and somebody got that spot before me, guess what? I'm out of luck, man. I mean, what am I gonna argue with the guy and say I seen the spot first? I was just turning around over there to get back to the spot. Nah, man, don't work like that. You better make it work when you see the spot. You know it's tight, you know all the spots are almost gone. Why would you go waste time anywhere else? Even trying to turn around, you better try to do a blind side. Or you better do it real quick, go up, turn around, come right back. And be quick with it before somebody else come rolling up in that spot. We ain't little cars, man. You know what I mean? We big trucks here, man, and we all scrambling for a freaking spot. So, you know, I'm in Connecticut, man. That's what has happened last night. So, you know, I mean, the guy said to me at one point, I said, what you need to do, he said, you don't tell me nothing, I'm a grown damn man. I said, well, get away from my truck. I tell you that. Get back in your truck. You know, so I was kind of getting a little heated too, man, because he wasn't understanding the fact that you can't have nobody hold no spot just standing out in the parking spot telling the other truck somebody else got this spot. There ain't nobody around, and you just waving everybody to go by, like, you know, like you paid for that spot. You know, if it was one of them reserve spots, man, that you called in for, I wouldn't even have looked at it. You know, wouldn't even have been a thing for me. You know, I would have rolled right on past it. But here it is, a regular parking spot, man, and there's only about 2 in there, 2 left. It was a nice sized parking lot. There was only about two parking spots left. You think I was gonna pass that up, man, like them other guys did? No, I was not. So that's too bad. You know, I hated to be that way, man, but you know, it's the way it goes in this trucking business, man. Anybody disagree with me, hit me up on a comment, man. Tell me what you think about something like that. And I'm telling you, I've been in this business, man, since 2005, man. I ain't never seen that before. I heard about it. I ain't never seen nobody holding a spot. You ain't pay nobody nothing. You ain't drop your trailer in it. Dude, man, you better go ahead with that mess. That ain't gonna happen with me. You know, so, and by the time I got in there anyway, hey, my truck was having problems anyway. I wasn't trying to move that thing. You know, I would be a nut to come over to move my truck out after I backed it in, because this guy said, "Oh, I had this guy over here holding the spot for me." I don't care what you call yourself doing, man. You learned a good lesson last night, my brother. You know, I wasn't gonna try to fight the dude, but you know, I wasn't gonna give up that spot either, and he shouldn't have gave it up. So that's my rant for all you guys breaking into this trucking business. Don't you call yourself having somebody out there holding no spot for you. You know, that's foolish. You know, that ain't gonna do nothing but cause a problem. You know, if you want the spot to be held for you, you drop your trailer in that thing, unhook from it. Then you go do what you gotta do. I've seen about 5 trucks like that out there. They probably went to Walmart, they got the spot, dropped the trailer in it, went to Walmart or wherever they get fuel, whatever they need to do, come back, no problem. Right? But you don't have nobody standing out there in the rain, man. I mean, what possessed that brother standing in the rain anyway? And what? He ain't pay you money to do that? Man, something must not be right there. But anyway, that's what it is. And you know what? A lot of people might say, man, you know, you was being mean to that dude. That's why you broke down on the side of the road. Nah, I ain't really broke down, really. What's going on is that I don't want to drive the truck anymore when it's actually going through a D-rate. Well, and there's something causing the D-rate, which we need to find out. I can continue to drive the truck, but that would just be very risky and foolish, so I'm not going to do it. And I'm going to sit here and wait for these people to come and do some work on this dag-nabbit truck. You know, I pay money for it. And we're going to activate it. Yeah, it just buffered out. So anyway, I'm about to come to a close on this thing. You know, I'm not a mean guy, man, but you know, I just don't take no bull crap. I try not to anyway. If I do take some crap, that means, you know, it's not worth battling. Not for me. But if it's something, you know, I'm willing to go through, man, to get, then it's worth it to me. And that parking spot was worth it. You know, even though I'm on the side of the road right now, y'all. Dag-nabbit. You know. But I knew this was happening, and really I took the advice from my mechanic people at my job. They told me to go ahead and continue to drive and see if the truck does it again. You know, bad advice. But I went with it anyway. And I went about 12 miles, and then the truck did it again. So I figured I better go ahead and pull over and wait for, I'm in an okay spot though. It's not too dangerous. Got my reflectors out, the hazard lights on. I'm trying to go through the regen, which is not doing. So I don't know, y'all. I may have to do a trade-in. If I do, that's gonna add an additional maybe 2 years to this particular contract, or in a revised contract. The 2 years if I have to trade it in. But if I do, then you know I get a better truck. You know, it's just a part of the business, I guess, man. And you know, of course, these things happen all the time. You know, when you're trying to buy a truck, when you get as close to the end as I am, these type things occur, and then this is how they string you along. And I was very aware of that when I got involved, but that's a whole different story I'm not even gonna get into right now. All this was titled as you can't hold no parking spot without you can't hold a truck parking spot without a truck. That's what this is about. I'll get into the other stuff about this particular truck later on. let's see how this turns out when we finally get it worked on and see if it's serious enough to even look at a trade. But if not, we're gonna go ahead and rock this thing right on out. Just need some minor repairs, but you know, we'll see, y'all. See if I can do this regen again. You know, when you guys get your trucks, start getting involved with them, you got to drain those air tanks. You know, and I've been draining her air tank on a regular basis. I haven't drained it in about 2 days, and it really shouldn't be sending the truck through all this. But anyway, let me go ahead and I'm gonna check in with y'all later. That's my rant for the day. And let it be a lesson to you if that guy ever run across this video. I'm pretty sure he done learned a really good lesson last night. But let me just also add, last night, there was a guy at the time, at the end of all that we were talking out there. I wouldn't even call it an argument. I call it, you know, a quick disagreement that didn't go in his favor. And there was a brother right across the way that was gonna leave. So that brother got out. I seen him when he got out. I thought they were together. I thought he was gonna come over and talk too. But he went to the African guy when he went back to his truck. I told him, going back to your truck, man. So he went back to his truck. So the brother came out and told him, listen, we about to leave, man. You can get this spot right here. All right, so everything really worked out for both of us, you know. Unfortunate, you know, I had to kind of be a little nasty with brother last night. I didn't want to. You know, I like African brothers, man, you know, but, you know, something like that just kind of like, nah, you know, we just don't do that here. We don't, you know, and if any of you do that, you better stop, because something not nice is going to occur out of it. You're going to get somebody who really got a bad disposition or had a bad day, and you know, y'all gonna bump heads, and it's not gonna be nice. So to avoid all that, just do the more sensible thing. If there is a spot available that you get to first and you want to hold it, you need to go somewhere else. You need to detach your tractor and trailer, put your trailer in that spot to hold it. Don't ask nobody to hold it for you. If you do ask somebody, you better pay them some freaking money. You know, that might ease the situation, because with me, I don't know, even if you pay dude money, if he ain't gonna block it with his body when I start backing in, you know, and he gonna go through all that, then I ain't, you know, I'm gonna be like, all right, go ahead, brother. You ready to die for this money. You know, I ain't gonna kill you, man, just because I want a parking spot, you know, run you over because you won't move. Nah, I ain't going through all that. But, you know, only a fool would do something like that anyway. Get out there and be willing. For somebody who just said, hold this spot for me, you gotta be out your freaking mind. But anyway, lesson learned, you know, these things happen all the time. So, checking out, y'all. I'll give you an update of what my status is out here. You know, I'm gonna have to get back to them and let them know this regen thing is not working, so it's gotta be something else going on. So we will, everything is fine though, y'all. You know, ain't no major problem. I'm not in distress or nothing, as you can see. You know, I am just waiting. You know, I'm not gonna make the delivery on time. Oh well. So, checking out, peace and love to everybody. You know, try to show as much respect and love to everybody as you can. Right is right and wrong is wrong, though. You know, don't be no punk about it. You know, go ahead and speak your mind. If you know that it ain't, if it's not right, speak your mind. Don't be afraid. You know, don't try to hold back. If the fight ain't worth it, then, you know, go on about your way and find another spot. You know, but if the fight is worth it to you, it makes sense, you know, go ahead and do the thing. You know, you do it with respect, and you do it with, you know, intelligence and everything, and, you know, just be wise in your decisions as you go. Try not to mistreat people. I don't think I mistreated dude last night, but I did talk a little hard to him because he started snapping at me a little bit. So I kind of snapped back. So, you know, let him know I still got some elastic left. Just like a rubber band, baby. Alright, y'all. Peace and love. And, you know, I'll check in with you on this situation with me. Dag nabbit. Later.